I would never initiate cuddling. Ever. Breath bit got to me. I guess they're saying the breathing bit. I always think to myself, am I breathing weird? Me too. My DA partner has a heavy baggage. Hey guys, so today we are reacting to Reddit, specifically a thread about avoidance and physical intimacy, mostly regarding cuddling. I'm going to give my 2 cents as we just react to some of this thread on Reddit. And yeah, I just think Reddit is so fun because you just see how nuanced people are. And with avoidance online often being stereotyped into this kind of one-size-fits-all extreme trope, going on Reddit, it's always just like a splash of cold water on your face of like just how nuanced people are of all attachment styles and any topic that you read on Reddit about people in general. Anyway, we're going to do that. If you're brand new here though, welcome to Confessions of an Avoidant. My name is Wando. Basically here to spill my guts about avoidant attachment online. So if you appreciate that and you've been watching my videos, do subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I appreciate you so much. Okay, so the title of the thread is called Thoughts During Physical Affection, and the original poster deleted the post. That's so annoying. Why do people do that? So we can't see the original post, but just based on people's responses to the original post, it sounds like the original poster had said something about how they don't love physical affection, or maybe they have negative associations with it or feelings about it. So let's have a scroll, shall we, and see where this conversation goes. So the first person who's an FA wrote that they're a big cuddler. What they can't express with words, they can express physically, but it has to be someone that they trust. And they wrote literally falling asleep, being stroked, rubbed, etc. is their favorite and most intimate experience. So that's someone who identifies as FA. And then a DA is saying, I love cuddling. For me, it's one of those things where you can say a million things without saying anything at all when someone, or they're saying, when someone I'm attracted to has me in his arms. I'm in my early 20s. I had some issues with physical affection and sex, but I worked through that for the most part. Very interesting. FA and a DA. I personally hate with a passion cuddling. I hate it so much. I find it so uncomfortable falling asleep and like laying in your bed and like someone else is just like, and I'm thinking of my boyfriend right now, but like, and my boyfriend's great. He's the best, but I just hate not having my own space when I'm going to sleep and falling asleep, or when he does cuddle me, because he's a cuddler. I will like do it for him. I'm just doing it for him. But then I like need him to get back on his side. And he understands that about me. Ooh, I like this. Next person, FA, says, I enjoy it. Usually prefer it on my terms, not opposed to someone else initiating it. Interesting. That's interesting. I would never initiate cuddling. Ever. Okay, secure person leaning FA with a DA partner says, I'm a cuddler, but my DA probably has the same emotional reaction inside as you do, the original poster who deleted the comment, the original post, because he literally freezes and cringes, especially if he could not see it coming. Sounds like me. Surprise back hugs, not appreciated. Is this me? My DA partner has a heavy baggage. Okay. My DA partner has heavy baggage, which explains it. So I'm very sympathetic. P.S. I'm going to save your post because for future conversations, I might show my DA that other people also feel like this. He feels quite shameful about himself at times. I want him to understand that it is relatable. Yeah, that's something I feel as an avoidant person, because sometimes your partners can act like you're crazy because you don't want to cuddle every second or like see them like every single moment that you have free. And I think sometimes it can come out as shaming to the avoidant person. And even my boyfriend now sometimes gets frustrated with me like how do you not like cuddling? And it's like, I'll remind him, like, we're very different people. He'll talk about his upbringing to me, and I'm like, yep, my upbringing was completely different from that. You know, you're talking about sitting on the floor with your mom and your brothers, and you're all just like hanging out and like watching a movie on the couch together. Like, that's just not my family growing up. And, you know, everybody's resources were their own and everybody's spaces were their own. And so it's just foreign to me that someone like really likes to be up in somebody's space all the time. But yeah, that does come out as like shaming language or like guilt tripping in relationships I've had. So I think that's sweet that this person wanted to make sure that her DA doesn't feel so alone. I like this comment. It says, it's from an FA. I haven't cuddled much, but lasting physical contact makes me retreat into my head, like you describe. I'm not much of a hugger for the same reason, but I warm up with repeat contact. That's where I differ. I love hugging. And I think the reason I like hugging is because I don't think it's very intimate. For some reason, I think holding hands and like cuddling where your body's literally like scooped up inside somebody else's body. To me, those things are like more intimate, but like I feel like hugging is just so casual. I'm also very OCD. I hate like shaking hands. I hate touching other people's hands or people touching my stuff and stuff. So maybe that has a lot to do with it, but I just feel like hugging, it's like you can just easily go like that. It's very brief and it's not that deep. Okay, this dismissive avoidant writes, it feels good, I'll get into it, but physical affection for the sake of physical affection, for example, holding hands, not so much. What I will say is, ironically, I like holding hands when I'm like out in public with my partner and walking down the street. And I think we all know that feeling when we have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, and especially if the relationship's new and you're kind of like, I got a man, this is my man. And you're like walking down the street holding their hand. Like you just feel special. You just feel like a girl who has a boyfriend, like someone chose you. So for that reason, I like holding hands. Not all the time, but yeah, I mean, especially if relationship is new. But this DA goes on to say, I don't start freaking out if it happens, the cuddling, but it also does nothing for me. I agree. Cuddling does nothing for me. And they say, I like to get touch that feels good though. So I'll often give hubs, like husband, a shoulder rub, or maybe an ear nibble, LOL, rather than just randomly holding his hands for the hell of it. I try to give ear nibbles to my partners when we're, getting it on. My boyfriend is so good at like the ear nibble stuff during intimacy, but I suck at it and I get in my head about it and I feel awkward and I don't know what I'm doing. Someone needs to teach like a how-to tutorial on the ear nibble. I think I actually did watch one once and it did not help me. Oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to say about how this DA wrote it does nothing for them. I feel the same and I do it because I know it does something for my partner. I'll cuddle with my partner because I know it does something for them, but it's not doing anything for me. That's the only reason I'm doing it. Okay, let's go through a few more. This next person, secure leaning DA. The nuances. I really like brief touches and I enjoy cuddling, but only a certain amount. After my threshold is met, I feel exactly like how you described. I feel the same. Like, honestly, I don't even know if I like a brief amount. I will do it briefly for my partner. The end. There's another comment that I thought was really, really interesting. Where is it? Oh, this comment. This fearful avoidant wrote, LOL, the breath bit got to me. I guess they're saying the breathing bit. I always think to myself, am I breathing weird? Me too. Can he tell I'm breathing weird? Just breathe normal. Okay, now I'm not breathing at all. Silent panicking. Oh my God, this is exactly how I feel. I feel so weirded out by the part where it's like you can feel like your partner breathing and you can feel their exhales and their inhales, and then you're like, oh my God, like I feel theirs, but mine's not in sync with theirs. Should I sync mine up with theirs? I'm inhaling while they're exhaling. Okay, maybe I should try to sync it up, but is that weird if I feel like I'm syncing it up now? Like, I'm so in my head about that. I love this comment so much because sometimes I think I'm like losing my mind. Yeah, we're all just out here being human, freaking out about whether or not we're synced up in our inhales and exhales. Another DA says, I used to have that aversion too, but you should try and focus on the senses. Then the mind will give up after a while. That's interesting. I will try that. Usually these things have to do with fears that keep us in our head instead of in the moment. That's true. That's fair. And maybe the next time I'm cuddling, I will try to remember these wise words. And last comment is, I love cuddling. This is from a DA. I used to spend hours in bed with my non-APX cuddling. It has to be with someone I feel safe with, though. And that's a good way to end this video. Again, to just show all the nuances. I don't feel that way at all. I could never spend hours in bed just cuddling, or even just in bed, period, with another human being. But yeah, everyone's just so different. I love that. So that ends another Reddit Reacts. If you have found any interesting Reddit threads that you think maybe we can make a video about, let me know in the comments below. Maybe we could do it as a live stream. That would be fun. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you've been watching all my videos, but you're not subscribed to my channel, you might as well subscribe. It will help me so much. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.